Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kyle with Complete Pressure Solutions. So, funny enough, in my last video, I was actually over here cleaning this house. And I think at one point in the video, I even pointed over at this house and like mentioned something about it looking really nice. Well, when I was in the middle of doing that, this lady came out and asked if I would come and clean her place up. So here we are. I'm just bringing you guys along for the monotonous portion here of just dragging my hose out and getting that hooked up before we do the rest of the little tour here. So bear with me a second. All right. You know, it's not really necessary if there's already a hose on here, but just a friendly piece of advice for you guys out there. If you're hooking up to a hose, it's always wise to just turn it on first and make sure that you don't have like a bunch of critters or something living in there that are inevitably going to get through your hose and maybe clog something up. I mean, I know the odds of that happening are really, really slim, but you never know. So the other thing she asked me to do as well while I was here was to clean just part of this little porch area back here. So I'll walk on over where the sun isn't out and give you a better look. So I'm gonna move these things, and she's pretty much just wanting this. Now, what's kind of disappointing back here, and this is gonna be another one of those famous rants of mine. She had these sealed last spring, so that was not that long ago. And there's a bunch of spots that I would kind of want to highlight. Like these little white spots right here. You can see them over here. One's really prevalent right there. Now, and giant strip where water's falling down. Now, I can't stress this enough. Here in Florida, we have a subtropical climate. There is a lot of moisture in the ground, not to mention that, there's literally a giant lake right behind her house, So the thing with Florida is, with water being that close to the surface, it's gonna come through the ground to evaporate. Now, what ended up happening back there was the contractor or whomever did that sealing job, they did not use a water-based sealer. Now, here in Florida, you should always use a water-based sealer, or pretty much any place with a climate remotely tropical in any shape or form, because a water-based sealer will allow the moisture to evaporate through it, whereas that is like an oil-based or petroleum-based, xylene-based sealer. So those little white spots that you're seeing, that's actually moisture trying to evaporate through the paver, since they're so porous, and it's getting trapped underneath that layer of sealer that doesn't allow moisture to evaporate, and that's creating that really nasty looking like efflorescence look. And unfortunately, pretty much the only way to fix that permanently is to completely strip that old sealer off that those guys put on and basically start from scratch. But that's enough ranting for today. Me and my rants. So we're going to be also cleaning up the sidewalk, the street gutter, the driveway, same song and dance. So enjoy the time lapse and let me know if you all have any questions or anything.